channel, Lew Stories. I hope you have been liking the videos so far, and remember to share, like, and turn on notifications so you can get new videos like these. Today I'd like to talk about nicknames. Now, one of the things I learned when I started teaching is that children love to give each other a nickname. Well, I knew this from I was in school, but my boys were very good at it. I remember in my first year of teaching, I had this boy in the class that everybody called the Frankie. So I didn't know who he was because I didn't know most of the boys. But I looked in my register and I did not see any boy by the name of Frankie. So I asked them who Frankie was, and they told me. And when I look in my register, his initials were MM. So I said, how Frankie get into this? I said, your middle name is Franklin? No, miss. Anyway, I left it alone because then I did not want to delve too deeply. Nowadays, I'd have to get to the bottom of it. So I left it, and then one day I was teaching. I looked up and I saw this boy that looked exactly like the Frankenstein monster. So I said, Frankenstein! And he said, you can call me Frankie, miss. And then there was this other name that I kept hearing. They called everybody this boy Baby Dragon. Everybody called him Baby Dragon. I did not know who this Baby Dragon was. And they keep describing him and whatever. But I could not find this boy. Anyway, I was going to my class one day, and I turned the corner to go around to the 10th grade block, and somebody bumped into me. And I stepped back and I looked at the person. And I said, Baby Dragon! He said, yes, miss. The boy looked just like, baby in dinosaurs, not the mama, not the mama. I know that those are dinosaurs, but he looked just like him. And of course, there was another boy. He had these bulging eyes, and he was always singing. So the boys named him Frog Sinatra. Now, one of the things I do every September when I get new students, I don't know their names. I give them names so I can remember who they are. And then when, of course, I learn their names, I stop calling them that. So there's this one young man now. He looked just like Nelson Mandela when he was young. So I started to call him the Young Mandela. He parted his hair sideways just like everything. When you look at him, you say, boy, this boy could be Mandela. But when I learned his name, I stopped calling him Young Mandela. I was calling the register, and I called his name. He didn't answer. I looked up because I know I saw him in the classroom. And I looked at him. I said, why won't you answer to your name? He said, miss, I prefer Young Mandela. So I said, okay then, Young Mandela it is. Speaking of young, I can think of two people. I had this little boy in my class. I had taught his father before him. And he was a little thing. And the name was Stone. And I said, you know what happened? You're really too little to be a stone, Until you grow up, I'm going to call you Pebble. And there was this daughter of a teacher. She called her daughter Kenya. But I said, no man, she's too little to be Kenya. So for the time being, she's going to be the capital of Kenya, which is Nairobi. So I called her Nairobi until she grew up. Now, speaking of Kenya, I thought of her mother. She was this tall, slim, stately looking lady, looking like one of those African princesses. And she and this boy, Malachi. Hi, Malachi. Could not get on. I think they had this love-hate relationship because he gave her trouble and she beat him up. Not physically hit him, but it was a war of words. So one day I was walking behind her on my way to the class, and I saw Malachi coming. And when he reached her, I said, Miss, you look like a warrior. And then when he passed her, he looked at me and said, Miss, I really wire me mean still, So I said, I'm going to tell her and let her beat you up because you're too out of order. And I said, you have a nerve to be calling somebody a nickname. You realize that you're the very last book in the Bible. If there was no New Testament, you'd come last. I said, Miss, why you have to go on like that? I said, why you have to go on like that? There are many others, but I don't want to go through all of them today. But I just thought of some of them and I liked them, and I thought you'd like them as well. So until next time, bye. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit notifications if you want new videos like this.